These Munchkin sunflowers were planted in May 24th, and we have these many, and I'm going to try to find some places for those. We've got some Henry Wild sunflowers, and those are coming out too, and also some Sun Sambas, which were seeds that were from 2014, and surprisingly, they sprouted. It's a mix. And I also have, well, I already forgot what these are. I left the tag. Oh, it's kale. So we have some kale. We'll try to plant some kale out, find a place for that today. The peas are coming. Oh, there's Jason. Hello, Jason. So I guess now we just wait for the peas to form. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Everything looks really good in the patio garden. There's something eating the dahlia, and I have a suspicion I know what it is. Yesterday, Adam and I took a green little worm off of the broccoli, and he said, "Oh, I saw one of those yesterday." So yeah, Adam said he saw a green one yesterday over here on the strawberries, and then last night he said, "But then I saw this." And there's a lovely spider living in here, and he found little Mr. Worm and is eating him for a snack. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Mr. Spider. I'll put that back. Okay. Nobody can sit here now. This is where the spiders live in. Mm. These are my verbena cuttings that have been here for 2 weeks now. I was gonna give them a month. Should I test one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I flipped one over and I see roots. I feel like, is that good enough? Like,
yes.
Can we plant it out now?
Oh, yeah.
You think? All right, well,
For sure.
we might try planting these out today then. Or at least this guy, he's ready to go. I don't usually show the middle of the yard because there's usually not much to look at. But this year we're doing a no-mow. We did a no-mow May, and you can't see how many bees are in this clover, but just in front of me there's like 5 or 6 just in the clover right in front of me, and that's all I can see because I don't have my glasses on. So Clive mows around the edge. You can kind of see where he mows around the edge. And then we just leave the clover in the middle for the bees, and they've been so happy. It's so easy to leave it for them. And, the rest of the grass isn't doing that great because it's starting to dry out a little bit, and it's just perfect. It is absolutely perfect for the bees. Just, I can see, like, oh my gosh, now that I'm really looking, there's got to be like 100 bees out there. These were the petunias that I'm trying to propagate, so I'm gonna pop these out and see what's going on. So there's nothing going on except bugs. There's a slug on the bottom, some ants. So let me pop it out and see what happens. Okay, I don't see any roots in this one. So I'm gonna leave this one for now and come back in a week and see what it's like. Before the sun comes out, this is the right-hand garden this Saturday. And, things are okay. I feel like that Japanese fern gets too much sun because compared to the other one over here, I don't know, this one has better color, like darker centers, brighter tips. I don't know if it's just the age. That one is a lot older. And these guys are doing really well and starting to bloom. My little pink fuchsia is blooming. I really like this pink fuchsia. It looks like a little ballerina. So hopefully now that this Mexican orange has been cut back, it'll be better. And then hopefully we'll cut this guy back. Hopefully sometime soon. Tomatoes are just they've grown a little, but not a lot. Nighttime temperatures the last couple of weeks got down to about 6 centigrade, but they're supposed to be hovering at around 10 for the next week or so, and I'm hopeful that that's going to help these guys grow a little bit more, just to be a little bit warmer at night. So I just put down some Job's organic all-purpose fertilizer. It's fertilizing day here, so this is supposed to be every 8 weeks. And just so we would remember, I only put them in the back garden and then on part of the right-hand garden, so back here. So I just sprinkled it. It looked like I had about 2 cups, and it's supposed to be a cup every 10 square feet, which is not exactly what I spread it probably a little thinner than it's supposed to be, but you know, they say don't overdo it, so I don't think I overdid it. So it just went over here, so I sprinkled it around, and then we'll water it in. And then I had just a little bit left, so I put it over here just to see if it can help these guys. I found the sweetest thing in this garden. So I'm over here where I threw the strawberry plants in pots that Peggy gave us, and we're here by the iris, and there is just the sweetest columbine. It's so pretty. Look at that, like a light purple and a white inside. It's just lovely, and it does have seeds. I don't know the first thing about these things. Oh, but it has more flowers coming. So it's a bit of a mess over here with potatoes growing and weeds. Look at this potato. For God's sakes. Somehow I missed that one. Anyway, it's doing fine, so I'm just going to leave this mess here.
I think I want to leave this part, eh? Think? Otherwise, like, you can see
Right through it? Yeah. Looks good, baby.
What about back in there? Like that thing?
I think you can just leave it, don't you?
Leave it. Just up top then?
Yeah.
Oh. You trying to catch me falling off the ladder?
Nope.
Ta-da! Good. What a nice curb you found. Man, this lady really went full out.
Just a quick garden tour today because it looks like it's about to rain, and I think we're about done for the day, so this is what we did. We gave everything here a big old haircut, and now it's gonna just grow, but at least this guy's will have a little bit more sun. It looks good. I think it looks good.
Great.
Yeah. We moved something from the front. This lipstick salvia is gonna live here now. So it's a little sad because we like to move things in the middle of summer when they're blooming. We find that that works best. It'll be fine. It'll grow back. I don't think you can kill those things. Pumpkin update. So there's the pumpkin I planted. And over here is the volunteer pumpkin. And I'm sure now it's a pumpkin because it's got that little baby there. That's a pumpkin, I'm sure. So yeah, we're gonna have pumpkins all over the place. We picked and ate the little broccoli head today because it was starting to open. The little leaves were starting, or the blossoms were starting to open, so we picked that off. And then when those go, then we'll pull this out and we have a couple more ready to go. Oh, the dahlia has a bloom on it. creme de cassis. I gotta cut this guy. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then this guy got a haircut. So Jason finished that. Got another haircut. Haircut number 2. The wildflower bed actually has a cute little wildflower right there. Cute. And the bees are loving the lupin. I wonder if you can see that little bee. Big fat bee. We got lots of bees. Bees on the clover, bees on the lupins. Pretty awesome. Can't decide what to do about these because I just used all the compost today for something else. I was going to put compost in them, then I used it up. But I'll show you that in a second. And I don't know, we're not sure about the tomatoes. You know, we think they look a little sad. We don't think they've grown. It's hard to say because we come look at them every day, so, or at least Jason does. I think they've grown somewhat, but they do look sad. And we don't know why. Could have been the weather. It was so cold last week. I don't know. We'll see what happens this week when it's supposed to be warm and nice and sunny. Garlic scapes have been not all taken off, but some, and then that looks like it's starting to do pretty well. And then I'll just harvest those potatoes when we harvest the garlic. So there you go. I had 2 more kernels of corn, so I planted those today, just in the middle. Why not? We'll see what happens. I've decided that this plant is a kohlrabi that was one of the only seeds that made it, so perfect. Squash. Everything just seems a little stunted. You know, they haven't gotten much bigger than when we put them in. So I don't know. I think it's the weather. This is what I did today. I just put some compost down. The cherry strawberry is sending out some shoots. So maybe we'll have a bunch of cherry strawberries back here. So that would be kind of fun. And Jason's lettuce is doing amazing. Growing quite well. So planted a bunch of sunflowers in here too. Hopefully they'll make a nice display later on. I don't know about my potato tower experiment, but again, it was kind of cold, so just not sure. Jason cut all the vine off of that tree, so now it's going to wave around a little bit more. Hopefully the neighbor is okay with all that. And so then the plum tree got pruned a little bit, as much as we could, and thinned as much as we could today. Hopefully that'll make some good plums this year. The peony is almost ready. They've bloomed at my house, but those peonies are in the sun, so I understand that why these haven't done it yet. And our little plants from last week are good. I need to move this. I didn't plant the kale. Yeah, I planted the verbena that I tried to propagate. I planted it out. So I put some sunflowers in here too, just for fun, just to see if they would grow. I have no idea. These are experiments. I had lots of sunflowers. I planted a little sunflower back in there. We'll see if it comes up. You can see it. Astrantia is coming. So I think in the next week those will start blooming. There's little blooms on them already. So we did have some salvia come back. I believe this is salvia. So that's kind of cool. I wonder if we can separate it. I don't know. Does anyone know if I can separate that? I think that's all from one plant. Oh yeah, it's starting to really get windy now. So this is Jason's clematis that he planted here, and we've got this beautiful trellis. So, okay, I think that's probably it for today, because it's starting to get windy. Jason! Jason! Wave goodbye.
Honey.
Wave goodbye.
Chris abs.